Parents, families, students, and guests, welcome to the 2023 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the Faculty Council for our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members for our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter has a proud history of inducting new members, and with today's ceremonies indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations and serve our school and community through a variety of activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of continuing work as NHS members.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
It is at this time we proclaim to all in attendance that the membership in the Paulding High School's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We will begin with scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to high success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world."
Character.
Testing. Battery was dead. Sorry, everybody.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life and once developed grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. In the words of Helen Keller, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved.
Leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge in all of our members. As President Ronald Reagan once said, the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things.
Service.
Service can be established in the routine of the day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. In the words of Denzel Washington, at the end, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about who you've lifted up, who you've made better. It's about what you've given back.
And now, please welcome our principal, Mr. Chris Etzler, who will offer congratulatory remarks to the new members.
Thank you, Riley. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you all. You'll soon be inducted into the Paulding High School National Honor Society, which is a very prestigious organization. And at this time, you can think that it'd be easy to think that your work is done and that you've completed everything needed to be a member of this organization. However, it's just the opposite. Hate to burst your bubble. Now is the time that the hard work starts, as there will be a lot expected of all of you. And by being a member of this group, you take on some very important responsibilities. And whether you like it or not, you will be watched by staff and students alike more than you have in the past. And that's because there are high standards that one in the NHS needs to live up to. More so now than ever, you will be expected to have good moral and ethical judgment when you make decisions. And I don't tell you these things to scare you or to make you think, what in the world did I get myself into? But to challenge you to be leaders in our school building and our community. The 4 pillars of NHS were just mentioned here earlier in the ceremony, and there's a reason for this, as they are the foundation of what this organization believes to be the common components of a truly successful person and citizen. The NHS defines these 4 pillars with the word every day in front of them. So in other words, they should be second nature and a way of life for the members of the NHS each and every day. And I'm going to talk about character here, expand on that a little bit. According to the National Honor Society, everyday character is not about praiseworthy or blameworthy behavior, but the personal commitment to ethical and compassionate decision making that affects oneself and others. I think the most interesting part of that statement is that it is not only about how it affects you, it's how it affects others. So keep that in mind when you're making decisions. A question to keep in mind in regard to the decisions that you make will this possibly have an effect on others? If I make this decision, how does it affect my parents, my loved ones, my friends, those that I care about? Certain decisions we make can affect others in positive and negative ways. Please keep this in mind when making those decisions. Be compassionate in your decision making while thinking, how will this affect others? Another important aspect of character is to remember that it defines who and what you are, whether that seems fair or not. At times, people will confuse character with reputation, and they're not the same at all. Reputation is something that is static and is always changing, always moving, because most of the time it is based on the viewpoint of others. I believe Abraham Lincoln described this dynamic between reputation and character best when he said, "Character is like a tree and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, and the tree is the real thing." Your character is a constant thing, just like the tree is. It grows through seasons. It may be shaken during the strong winds and the rough times of your life, but no matter what, your character is who you are. It's constant. It is shaped by terms such as integrity, leadership, compassion, generosity. And when those terms are synonymous with you, you know your character is strong and lasting. Those terms are closely associated with making the correct decisions by considering not only how they affect you, but how they're going to affect others. And many times they are decisions that are made when no one else is watching. By contrast, your reputation is like the shadow of a tree, and that is always changing. Throughout the day, the shadow moves. Throughout the year, the shadow grows shorter or even longer, depending on the season. Keep this in mind when deciding between what is right and wrong and how it may affect others, especially those closest to you, like I mentioned before. It may seem unfair, but as you become a member of the NHS, such a distinguished society, your decisions will be watched closely and maybe at times even scrutinized. When making the choice between your reputation and how you want your character defined, you're never going to go wrong by choosing character over reputation and how people think of you. I want to once again congratulate you and thank you for your hard work and perseverance up to this point and being leaders in Paulding High School. And I know you'll continue to do that, and I look forward to seeing how successful you all become in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Etzler, for your encouraging words. New members, as your name is called, please step forward to receive your tokens of membership. Mattie Hirschy. Mattie is the daughter of Olin Hirschy and Mindy Hirschy. She is a senior and has played volleyball. Mattie has earned being on the honor roll while being in high school. Outside of school, Mattie has worked at McDonald's and volunteered at the Mac Gym in Antwerp. Mattie plans to attend college after graduation. Our next inductee is Jamy Hunt. Jamy is the daughter of Michael and Heather Hunt. She is a senior and has been involved in volleyball, track, the drama department, and student council. Jamy is also a 4-year member of the FFA chapter, where she has been an officer for 3 years and is currently the chapter president. Outside of school, Jamy is involved in the Paulding County Junior Fair Board. She has been on the honor roll every 9 weeks and has earned the 110% Ag Credit Award through the FFA chapter. Jamy plans to attend UNOH to pursue a degree in agribusiness. Our next inductee is Aiden Miller. Aiden is the son of Mike and Dee Dee Miller. He is a senior and has been involved in Science Olympiad, engineering team, and quiz bowl during his time here at PHS. Aiden has also been a member of the golf team, being a 3-year letterman during his time on the team. He has also been on the honor roll every 9 weeks while in high school, and outside of school, Aiden has been a member of 4-H and the Oakwood Homecoming Committee. Aiden has also been on the summer tech team for the school district to get technology updated and ready for next school year. After high school, Aiden plans to attend Trine University to earn a degree in chemical engineering. Our next student is Luke Beckman. Luke is the son of Bill and Rachel Beckman. He is a junior and has been involved in football and basketball teams, the drama department, and FFA. Luke has been a letterman for the football team and has been on the honor roll. He's also held many different roles in the play musical, most recently having the lead role of Wadsworth in The Clue. He has also been an office helper and teacher assistant, volunteering his time to help the staff in any way possible. Outside of school, Luke has helped with youth sports camps, the food pantry, and Habitat for Humanity. He has also started his own firewood business. After high school, Luke plans to attend college. Our next inductee is Grace Goyings. Grace is the daughter of Trent and Kelly Goyings. She is a junior and has been involved in the high school by being a part of the volleyball and softball teams, student council, being a class officer in drama department, and the FFA chapter. She has earned varsity letters in volleyball and softball. She has also been the student council vice president and treasurer and is currently the reporter for the FFA chapter. Grace has been a member of Y Disciple and has worked a part-time job at Woodbridge Campground. After high school, Grace plans to attend college to study botany. Our next inductee is Marley Parrett. Marley is the daughter of John and Leslie Parrett. She's a junior and is involved in the volleyball and softball teams, drama department, and the FFA chapter. Marley has been a letterman for both volleyball and softball, as well as being on the honor roll every 9 weeks while in high school. She attends Divine Mercy Catholic Church and its youth group. Marley also works on her family farm. After high school, she plans to attend college and major in business. Our last inductee is Hope Rose. Hope is the daughter of Jonathan and Connie Rose. She is a junior and has been a member of the marching band, concert band, jazz band, and the FFA chapter. Through her time in the band program, Hope has volunteered her time with younger students and playing at local nursing homes. She has been given the Most Musical Award and has been on the honor roll. Outside of school, Hope has held a part-time job, helped the Paulding County Senior Fair Board, and attended her church's youth group. After high school, she plans to attend college to become a veterinary technician.
At this time, will the new inductees please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. The audience can follow the text as printed in the back of your program. Please repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to thank our advisor, Mr. Foster, my fellow members, and guidance secretary, Ms. Sunday, for their hard work in organizing this year's induction ceremony. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. Thank you for attending our NHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join us in the back of the auditoria for a reception in their honor. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members. Thank you.
You guys can go. You guys can go too.